Yeah, I am running it through the Steam version of the game. I do have the GOG version now. I also have... What do I have here? Yes, an original disc copy for PC CD-ROM. And how many discs does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4 discs for the whole game. It would be interesting to see that it installs and runs alright from the original CD one time, maybe. Or what it would take to get it working on modern computers. I could do a video on that, but not sure if so for whatever reason, when I was away, Steam Cloud only synced this Vanna Prime save and none of the others. I don't get you, Steam Cloud. Well, hello there, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Finally, back at it again. I haven't been promising these will go weekly, so whatever. We're on Dantooine. We just finally got off Taris, and Dantooine was our first stop. It'll be interesting to try during a Dark Side playthrough, going through and seeing what happens with if you end up on Dantooine or not. Because I was thinking about my comment of, if you disagree with Bastila, what are we gonna do? But yeah. Let's see what this guy's got to say. Only if I ask something in return. Well, how is Dantooine? Is it going alright? Are the Jedi decent from a layperson's perspective? There's a few things we can gather from the layperson. Mandalorian Raiders on Dantooine. So if you're not reading the subtitles, basically he's asking if we have news of Rundle's daughter Sasha, who they're believed to have been taken by the Mandalorian Raiders, kidnapped up here it says. Because yeah, who's going to live translate Huttese or Twi'leki, or I forget what the different language names are called now. Rill, that's right. It would be what the Twi'lek speaking, I guess. I don't know if they draw a distinction between Huttese and Rill in this game, but hey. So I have no idea what you're talking about. Alright. Problem with Mandalorian's common on Dantooine. Some native can tell they are, but they understand the problems with Mandalorians are common. Interesting. I'll keep an eye out for you guys. Odunga. Yeah, I really think that they just made them all speak Huttese from the sound of it, because that's what they're speaking on Taris. Mercantile. I do like the peaceful music on Dantooine. Not wearing the traditional garb of the Jedi.
Chikun Itahodonga, Yikinkuno Bamulera-chikun, Slimo-podona Rundihodunga-ku Hunkabe. Jedabadawana Nidibobo, Tong Nabungsha Nununya, Tong Patukashmak Telea, Muchashak Fakhat. Kieno no Namapaole Rachikun. Ka-chikun Itahodonga, Yikinkuno Bamulera-chikun.
And there's something that your versions of the game do better is that the subtitles on the mobile versions are bigger and easier to read. I haven't played the Switch version yet, but I like the PC controls a lot better for this. Let's see what you have to say. So Zerka Core have a monopoly on supplies as well, so Zerka's a problem here, like Zerk is a bit of a problem in SWTOR and other parts. I could get all the plus minus Berserk cards, I find they're the best. See, that's all I really wanted. Jurgen Coulter's assault rifle. Jurgen Coulter wanted to make a big noise in the galaxy. If it was the screams of his enemies, all the better. This weapon was his favourite because it shared his adaptability. Sanasiki's blade. I don't remember these named ones. Sanasiki used this weapon to kill Nelinik, a Zabrak who assassinated the Achani High Protector with battle droids. Cortosis protects the blade against lightsaber sparring damage while energy cells disrupt droid opponents. That does sound cool. That's a single-handed weapon as well. But I find that I don't want to buy too much. Oh look, I have extra vibro blades and swords anyway. I better review inventory here. So I've got vibro blade. I think I'll change that to vibro sword. The prototype vibro blade is still better, I think, than the vibro sword. As far as it is modified, yeah. Oh, it's balanced so it has less of a drawback in the offhand, alright. I'll use it that way around. Energy shields, I did not realise I hadn't equipped them on here. And yeah, we have Davik's warsuit and light battle armour, but I'm going to just keep the Achani fibre armour. That's light, but yeah, because that was a modifiable one. Alright. Sell list, do I have anything? Heavy blasters and iron rifles and stuff. I'll see when I get the companions back to have a look at. But you know, I have a vibro sword and a prototype vibro blade, which is neat. I don't know why, but I always go for a dual wielding build in the game. Probably because I just like dual wielding in general, and it allows for the most adaptability as far as fighting multiple opponents and stuff. But I would hazard that I will do a different build.
You there, Padawan. Why are you not wearing the customary robes of the Jedi? Do you mock the honor traditions of our order?
I'll do a different build when I'm doing the other playthrough. I believe you are mistaken, I'm not a Padawan, I'm Vanna. I came here with Bastila.
Bastila? I have heard of her. They say she has already mastered the art of battle meditation. Remarkable in one so young. Though I've heard she has a foolish pride in her own talents. But as for you, you claim you are not a Padawan? I find this hard to believe. The Force is strong within you. I can feel its presence. If this is some type of jest, it is in very poor taste. The Jedi Order is not a subject for jokes.
I'm telling you the truth.
Please forgive the abruptness with which I first greeted you. It was harsh and perhaps unfair. My master often warns me that I must learn to control my emotions. I see I have much left to learn. I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you.
May the force be with you, my friend. Oh, Enclave exit. No, I don't want to go there. There, cancel it. I just tried to turn around a bit. Yeah, I've only ever played KotOR on PC and a little bit on mobile because I was traveling and it was a good time. So it's interesting to think that a lot of people have memories associated to it on Xbox, I think a lot of people say, but I don't know if I'd like the controls as much. I'm so used to the accessibility of clicking around.
Yikukuno no ba mulira chikun. Tonghit kun chonching. Ne boboje mata de punage. Dolpi kikiwana.
Yeah, I haven't been bothering with Pazak.
Ronda di hoto.
I already sell some cards. And I have credits. I'll leave it at that for now. Why am I sniffling? So what we have here, okay, so we can see on the map the Jedi Council chamber. It is weird, like, looking at it as well as I think about the game overall, how the menu seems like it's got this huge border around it, which works out alright for the size of the screen, and I guess that would be different at different resolutions, but it's still like, I've got it on the highest resolution that I can, 1600 by 1200. It doesn't even run in 1080p unless you mod it. Let's have a look, see the opposite direction of the Jedi Council chamber first. Training room. We'll see all this later. Karth! My boy! Do you want to talk about it?
They're waiting for you inside.
You don't want to talk about it?
For you inside.
Okay, just one line into the whole conversation.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
So what do you want from me? Oh, it's very interesting to note that there is one of Yoda's species here.
Bastila tells us you are strong in the Force. We are considering you for Jedi training.
Strong in the Force?
Master Jar speaks out of turn, perhaps. We need indisputable proof of your strong affinity to the Force before we would even consider accepting you for training.
Proof? Surely the entire Council can feel the strength of the Force within this man. And I've already related to you the events that took place on Terrace.
Perhaps it was simple luck.
We both know there is no luck.
Simple luck.
There is only the Force. We all feel the power in Bastila's companion, though it is wild and untamed. Now that this power has begun to manifest itself, can we safely ignore it?
The Jedi training is long and difficult, even when working with a young and open mind. Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
I'm willing to try my best. So what's interesting here is you start seeing the lie. And it is overly submissive to everything that they want. It's like, I imagine it said sarcastically, "Of course, great Jedi. I will learn your ways and follow the light. Of course I will." I'm willing to try.
Traditionally, the Jedi do not accept adults for training, though there are rare exceptions in the history of our order. But you are a special case.
I agree with Master Dorak. Many of our own pupils are leaving the Jedi Order to follow the Sith teachings. We need recruits to stand against Malak. With Revan dead...
Are you certain Revan is truly dead? What if we undertake to train this one and the Dark Lord should return?
We should discuss this matter more fully in private. Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
Interesting that Master Vandar speaks in normal sentence structures too. which would have been a deliberated choice when they made the game.
The dark side is strong in this place. I can feel its power. Is this wise? The ancient Jedi sealed this archway. If we pass beyond this door, we can never go back. The Order will surely banish us. Are the secrets of the Star Forge so valuable? Can its power truly be worth the risk?
I forgot how good the Revan outfit looks.
This morning's getting stranger by the minute. First Bastila comes out looking like she saw a ghost, and now you. Well, Bastila did mention that you should go to the council chambers before she left. It's no doubt urgent, so you shouldn't keep them waiting.
Alright, did she say anything else?
No, she didn't. She didn't seem well, as I recall, and for that matter, neither do you. Are you alright?
I had a rough night.
You got it.
Hey, Karth. So yeah, cool. So what I've done is give Candaris the Davik warsuit. I might as well sort our companions a little bit after things. So the way that her skills work, she got sneak attack. I don't use sneaking that much. Dueling, so she uses a single weapon. I gotta remember what I was doing a little bit. Single one-handed weapons in battle. Okay, so she shouldn't be using Zalbar's bowcaster. But I'll sort that out later sometime. Davik's visor. Power blast. It only gives improved power blast rather than a stat bonus. Come on, bruh. So theoretically, just gonna go in here. Can I do all of the... No, I can't do all of the companions while I'm going. So she should use her vibroblade. That makes sense. And I'll sort out Zalbar. Just give you that for a moment. So she should be fine to use that one-handed because she automatically gets the feats for it. And then Zalbar can use his bowcaster, which makes sense. And he has improved power attack. See, maybe that's where you shouldn't auto level the companions, because this is a melee attack skill. But I've never thought about it too much when I played before. And +1 attack bonus with melee weapons. Maybe I'll just find another melee weapon that I'll give him instead of him using his bowcaster. But I would imagine that you want to build him so that he uses his bowcaster. That'll be something that I do later, probably. 2 weapon fighting?
Yes?
That's a very different type of build than I would have thought. I'm also treating the auto level ups as like how the character would be built canonically, or at least that was my intention at the start, but gore. They don't seem to match their weapons that they have. So, Karth, you have 2 weapon fighting. And or blaster pistols, so that makes sense for you. Armor proficiency heavy. Light battle armor looks a bit better for him at the moment. I could give him Davik's visor for now. And that'll do. Now, who do I want to take with me? Probably Karth, but don't need T3 at this point. I guess I say T7 because of stuff. I'll take Mission because that'd probably be the most interesting. I would take Bastila, but I mean, she's not available at the moment. Oh, Mission seems rather distant. Maybe you should talk to her.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. Still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there and now it's just gone.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
I don't really think there's anything you can say. I just have to find some way to deal with it, I guess. It'll take some time. Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malak, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malak or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
Alright, why did the music stop? Also, that one just walking back and forth, a generic Jedi that looks just like the one, yeah, let's see. Combat suit. If you have Republic mod armor, that'll do better for you, so why not use it?
What?
See, I always played through the game and didn't really pay attention to what the auto level feeds gave them. It seems odd, but I guess I'm gonna be looking at giving these to Zalbar once I have got lightsabers, of course. Because that, I mean, obviously we're gonna go and get lightsabers. Why wouldn't we? There's not much of a spoiler there.
Bastila has told us of a most unusual development. She claims you and she have shared a dream. A vision of Malak and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Dantooine.
These ruins have long been known to us, but we believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malak found something there.
I don't want to talk about it! We can carve it! We can carve it! I don't want to talk about it! Well, when going for what I would believe to be the canonical, more open, light-sided choices by default, if I didn't mention it, because I don't remember if I mentioned it to start with, would be canonical, because by default, the general rule of thumb for Star Wars has been a light-sided choice is the canon ending for things like The Force Unleashed and other video games. When you have a choice. Oh, Jedi Academy, there we go. I had a dark side and light side playthrough of that. So I'm going to try and pick options that align with that mindset. That's my theory of going on a canonical version. Of course, the details don't matter as much as the outcomes, do they? Yes, and they seem to be searching for something.
Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
I'm having visions now?
You and Bastila share a powerful connection to the Force, and each other. This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us, together.
Are you saying I'm joined with her?
You and she are linked. as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
I will try my best.
Understand that there is little choice in this matter, for you or us. Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Never mind our sisters.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak, their Dark Lord.
Jedi turning to the dark
The
side?
lure of the dark side is not easy to resist. Malak's power grows as more and more planets fall to his conquering armies.
If Malak is not stopped, the Republic will fall, and the Jedi will be hunted to extinction. The galaxy will enter a time of darkness and tyranny, not seen for 1,000 generations.
The Council has decreed that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of, once the Council deems you ready.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted. And perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
No. I'm ready now. I accept this mission. See, there's two options here. Do we want him to be a bit more reluctant or him to be a bit more confident in stepping forward? And I don't know why the mouse has disappeared. But as it's handy, oh, now it appears. What? As it's handy, I was going to say the 1, 2, 3 on the side, they're aligned with the numpad. So you can press 1, 2, and 3 for the options, and then whatever numbers next to other options listed. If the mouse is disappearing, like just there, because it does seem that the game isn't fully optimized, at least for modern systems, but it kept switching around resolutions and stuff, so doing a remake of it would be worth it for some of the optimizations of the graphics, and probably making the cutscenes and things a little bit more engaging like this, but I don't know if it's fully worth it if they change a lot of the story things. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. I don't know if I want to do this, it sounds dangerous.
You have a strong affinity with the Force. With such power comes great responsibility and danger. You may wish to deny what you are, but the Council cannot turn a blind eye.
Neither will Darth Malak. Your strength is a threat to him. In time he will learn of you, and the Sith will hunt you down. It is inevitable. Defeating the Sith is the only way to save yourself.
So they really come on strongly, thinking about it now that I'm playing this when I'm a bit older, they really come on strongly, don't they? Immediately of like, this random guy he's strong in the Force, yes. But then they're going, aha, your strength is a threat to him. Ah, the Sith will hunt you down. It's like, bruh. There's other Force sensitives that are not trained. But they're using this to obviously manipulate this into a situation. It seems I have no choice. I'm going with that because I feel like he would tick that something's not quite right with how forcefully they're coming on.
Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail.
As you wish, Master Vander.
You must begin your training at once. You have a destiny upon you that you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
I can only hope you will prove up to the task.
The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. Meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force. To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge. Seek wisdom in the teachings of the great masters of our order. A Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly. You have done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
So I do quite like that training montage. It's cool. What must I do to prove myself?
In the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations, you must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi.
What kinds of tests are these?
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge.
Dark side points gained? From what? How? From it seems I have no choice. I call BS on that. Oh, I got a random heavy blaster and disruptor rifle. That's sus. Anyway, vibro sword and prototype vibro blade, because I don't know why it unequipped me. Where was it? Was it here? Okay, this is comparing each of the different ones. Statistical comparison. See? Different advanced classes, basically. So, this lines up with the Wizards of the Coast thing, where you start as heroic class, but then you have prestige classes. So while we didn't particularly start as a Jedi in this has started as a scout. You choose whether you want to be a Sentinel, Consular, or Guardian, which are skill trees inside the Jedi heroic class, but then also prestige classes later on. So Consular has the most force points per level, and it's depending on what you want. See, I'm taking a very different approach to this now, because when I played this properly before, my brain just goes, nah, no stats are paying attention to that, whatever. Where can I read the Jedi Code? Because I want to brush up before I do it, because it's been a little bit since I looked at it. Surely I should have a data pad with it or something. Apparently not. Workbench though. I'm gonna just see. what I can do. Not much, apparently. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go off memory. This'll be interesting.
Greetings, my young pupil. Your progress has been most remarkable so far. Are you here to continue your training in the ways of the Jedi?
Oh yeah, that reminds me of something else I want to talk about. A lot of this could be looked at as he's a Gary Stu or she's a Mary Sue if you're playing female protagonists here. At this point. The twist blew Kid Me's mind. Anyway. I'm ready to continue my training.
Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy in the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations.
We got this. Complete 3 tests. I'm ready for the tests. Alright, also something else to note is that he's an apprentice and then he's a Padawan. Where a lot of the, I guess, it makes sense, it follows on, like in the Jedi Apprentice series. You're training at the temple and then being taken on as a Padawan by a knight. You would be a Jedi Apprentice before you become a Padawan under the tutelage of a knight. And that's why the Jedi Apprentice series is called Jedi Apprentice, as well as Obi-Wan apprenticing to Qui-Gon on that. Definitely read those if you haven't. Don't discount them because they're young audience books, and they're awesome. I'm ready for the tests.
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join.
I get it. You don't need to repeat it so many times.
I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must now prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code by completing these fundamental precepts of our order. There is no emotion.
There is peace. Yeah.
There is no ignorance.
There is knowledge. This really leads you into it if you half learn it.
There is no passion.
There is no passion, there is serenity, I believe it is.
There is no chaos.
There is the Force.
That is not correct, apprentice.
Damn it!
There is no shame in admitting weakness. Return when you feel you are ready.
I didn't get it. Let me try this again.
Greeting. Soon you're in the first you must there There is no ignorance.
There is knowledge.
There is no passion.
That's right. There is serenity, right?
There is no chaos.
Oh, there is harmony?
There is no death.
Right, there is a Force.
You have learned your studies well, apprentice. It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi. The very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
Also, yeah, interesting. This is probably a lot of people, when they played this originally at least, their first introduction to what actually consists of a lightsaber, how to build a lightsaber. There's some stuff in source books and things, but for me it was my first introduction to it because I didn't read source book and I've never really cared about them as much, but this actually runs you through it. Master Dorak. I might do a little savey here. And
You have come, young apprentice, at Master Czar's bidding. He sees great promise in you, as do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order.
And they're not hard and fast rules. Why do I get set with a single color?
A Jedi is not restricted to a single color. Rather, that color is a badge of pride for the Jedi path it signifies. Should you have an appropriate crystal, you may change your blade to anything you desire. But first, you should learn of the different paths a Jedi may take. Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace.
The Jedi Sentinels are also ones that traditionally didn't always stick with the lightsaber. They use blasters and other types of weapons and things. So where I get to be here, you basically get to choose, because then you get to choose your stat blocks. I want to use a decent amount of force powers. But the amount of force points you get, so basically it's from high vitality, lower force points to low vitality, high force points, and what you get. I think I'm just going to pick the middle road for the stats.
Indeed. We shall see. I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do?
Yeah, so they have this situation. This reminds me as well of in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, you have the GOAT tests. I think they may have been inspired by this sort of thing, or vice versa. No, I think this definitely came out before Fallout 3, so I think they were influenced by KotOR. I will attack the thugs.
Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do?
Alright, so here is where I'm gonna go, that this really doesn't matter as far as canonical answering or whatever. But what we were trying to do before as a light side of choice was find out why I turned to the dark side and try to turn him.
Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do? I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do?
So yeah, some of this seems like it would go one after the other, right? Because you want to coordinate to identify the infiltrators, and then either lure them into a trap or hunt them down. At least that's my thinking. So try to lure them into a trap.
Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Sentinel.
Just
Which
happened
color
to
and
answer
path
us
do you
that.
believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
Yeah. So you get to choose at the end anyway, but that's interesting how my thinking was right on the direction in which how in my head he's thinking will go.
Here is a yellow crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you on how to construct it.
So that's pretty awesome. Ah, yes, powers. Alright, so we've got our first level up after Jedi training. So I think Persuade can go up more. I'm not going a Persuade route as much, but oh, I need Persuade. That's right. Weapon, Jedi Defense, Jedi Sense, Force Immunity from Fear and Force Sensitive, okay. What do I want to do? Improved toughness, Jedi Defense. +3 bonus all blaster bolt deflection rolls. Ooh. Okay, yeah, Julian, you're doing good. And then powers. So you get a certain amount of force points and you can pick powers. And you, okay, you get 2 at the start. So what's gonna be the most useful? I'm gonna get Cure because that's like the most useful one. What else have we got? Affect Mind and that. I'm not going to worry about at the moment. Some do say that they are dark side powers in here for gameplay purposes, because depending on your affinity and direction in choices and how many points you get, that determines the force point cost. Okay, I'm gonna go with Burst of Speed because I remember that being very useful.
Yeah?
So you would still have dueling and all that, wouldn't you? And yet you also get improved sniper shot. Maybe you should have a single blaster. Sure. I don't know. Some of that's a bit confusing, but let's go create our lightsaber. Woo! You got our first force powers too. Cure's handy because whenever you're outside of combat, you can heal everyone basically.
Now that you have selected your crystal, we shall begin the construction of your lightsaber.
Alright, I don't have any power crystals, but it is interesting how it does go. Upgrade bench. Here's how we created a lightsaber. Yes, finally a lightsaber that I'm immediately going to pair back with the prototype vibro blade in the other hand. Good times.
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooine that may hold these crystals.
Why are you lying? You would know that the caves are there. You're just like, oh, I'll dangle this bait in front of him and see if he goes in the caves. Should I know anything else?
Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice?
I'm ready to face the third try.
For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove once used for deep meditation by the Jedi is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers. A threat the Jedi have promised to stop.
Alright. What's causing the corruption?
The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task.
Alright, you know more than you're telling
I can
me.
say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about those dark side points. Like, bruh. It's not gonna matter too much overall, but seriously, just making it... Oh, I still can't use Bastila. Party selection. Alright. Well, what I might do is give Big Zed the Vibro Sword. No, I'll wait till we figured it out. Yeah, okay, let's say Cartha mission. That'll do. Because then we've optimized it for the auto leveling. But yeah, that's I guess where people have actually gone, I want to level them up myself, and that does make sense. But do I have combat suit and clothing? I don't have Jedi robes yet, which is kind of odd. The lady comes and looks at things and says, "Oh, you're not wearing any robes," and then you still don't get them.
The council has decreed you may come and go as you please.
That's what I need to do here. Cool. I just realized as well the time of this recording. But that's fun. Hey, lightsaber, let's go! Alright, I'll speak to Mission.
What can I do for you?
I do find that these are not very far apart, a lot of these discussions when they're in your party, but I guess it makes sense if you're shifting between different characters on different planets. I want to talk to you about your brother.
Sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up.
Why do you hate her so
My
much?
brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
You mean no matter how much he stole?
I'm not gonna pretend Griff wasn't a hustler and a con artist, but that doesn't mean you can just insult him. He did what he did to look out for me. I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
So what happened?
After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were gonna try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
How's this Lena's fault then?
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nothing, never mind.
Okay, have it your way.
Alright then. Nemo! We found Nemo, guys.
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with?
Just I've been given a task by the council.
Indeed. What is it you would like from me?
Never mind.
Well, is there something else I can help you with?
A question about Dantooine.
Very well. What is it you wish to know?
Master Jar said there are caves on Dantooine with lightsaber crystals.
Ah, yes. Those caves. Those caves are dangerous for the unwary. Kinreth spiders infest the places. They are attracted by the colors and heat given off by the crystals, I think. It is a pity. Those caves are strong with the Force. Is there something else I can help you with?
See, he knows the caves are there. Master Jar was just being intentionally bait dangling in front of us. Rilka and Gar.
Hello. I'm afraid I'm not very good at explaining things. If you have any questions, please ask my husband.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition?
I'm merely an apprentice, not a Jedi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Does the Council require our presence?
I'm sorry, I do not know.
Oh, I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance?
I must be going now.
Farewell, then. May the Force be with you. Is that how it goes? Yes. May the Force be with you.
You look kind of like Simon Pegg. Anyway.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
What are you talking about?
Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no.
They killed her?
There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
See, there's the various responses here. It's interesting. You know, I really wish... I guess I could mod it to 1080p, but I haven't. I've just been keeping it original for this completely clean playthrough original experience, because it's been so long for me as well. Yeah, I'll protect you and your fellow settlers.
I will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
He's very angry. John. You know nothing, John. Knee! Hey, that's a Juros. What happened to you? What's with that? Camera just cutting into the shoulder. I must be going now. Yeah, I get it. Alright. Anyone else named around here? No? Alright. I want to try and get the 3 trials done and then finish this episode. So it should be good. But we'll encounter a fair bit now that we're going out into Dantooine. Oh yes.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see?
Your companion?
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... Could he have been kidnapped?
Does anyone hold a grudge against him?
Not that I know of. None of my neighbors really know he's there. Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Cathhounds. But no, Cathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No. It must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Had someone to bypass the lock. Could it have been opened from the inside?
Well, yes, it could have. But he had no reason to run away. His programming...
Your missing companion is a droid?
Well, yes. He is a droid. But he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
My precious. What exactly did you use him for again?
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
I'll help you find your droid.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
She really misses her droid. And those that know, know. Those that don't, will find out later. Yeah, so here's another merchant. A simple merchant with a noble purpose. Noble, are you? There's some just like a skip for Huttese a bit. Hopefully it's not in a space where you need to take too long to read the subtitles for it. Mission. Yeah, so he's trying to make out his selling of weapons as a noble purpose to help people protect themselves. Let's see what you're selling then. So I'm gonna sell clothing and combat suit, vibro sword I need to keep, and oh yeah, party selection. What does T3 have? Heavy blaster and blaster pistol. I guess you could go heavy blaster on there too. And yeah, he has heavy blaster, so party selection again. Let's get mission back, and I can probably sell that extra blaster pistol. The iron rifle and disruptor rifle at the moment, I don't think I need them. I'm sure I'll pick up plenty more. And Europe, yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Droid plating and stuff. Anyway, what has he got to sell? Sinagar warsuit, Cassus Fett's battle armor. That connects in with the KotOR comics. Oh, maybe some of the other name stuff was from the KotOR comics and I just forget some of the names. The armor of Cassus Fett, the most wanted man in known space, famous for killing the captain of a flagship Republic frigate at the Battle of Yaga's Cluster, or Jaga's Cluster. He is presumed dead. But there are also little things that I don't remember exactly what's here and what's not. Ah, look, Cathound. I'm gonna make sure I save. Alright. Oh. Just before the cutscene. Alright. So... Oh, I can't burst with speed. Restricted by armor. I forgot about that. So, in the base game, if you have any armor on, it restricts things.
What?
Alright.
Sure.
Let's see how this lightsaber goes. Nice. Wrecked them. Those are Cathounds. And then... So the only thing is, I mean, I sold the clothing, but then... Any armor, I really feel like... any of the force powers... And it says it's restricted by armor. Oh, so obviously... Any armor restricts it, because this is light armor. You'd think, oh, light armor you can do some more things with, but apparently not. So here's Matale Grounds. That's what I need Persuade for later on. There's a side quest in there that needs things. I can take out a Horn Cathound. She can do her own thing.
How'd you like that?
So, this is also the point where I'm thinking of doing for the
Let's go!
Dark Side playthrough the challenge where you save all your levels until your force get force sensitivity.
Down you go!
So it'll be a similar part here where we do that.
Time to rumble!
But yeah, after like the Rakghouls and stuff, these Cathounds aren't much, are they? Like, I didn't even take that much damage. I've got 13 grenades. I might as well use some of them. I don't remember using them much at all.
Yeah?
What?
Down you go!
Take that!
How'd you like that?
Okay, that did more damage because there was a large group of them, but that's where I just abused Cure. Because, I mean, T3 isn't here, but then it just heals them up a bit. Alright, so here's where we'll go later, but I'm going to show you. This is where that temple is, which is nice. Strange ruins. Because there's a little cutscene of walking up, and then yeah, it's sealed. And it's too thick to be cut by a lightsaber. Damn, boy! That door's thick. And then we end up going through here. The Tainted Grove. I don't remember the map that much. I just always explore around again. Oh, where are they? Don't know why they were so far away. Probably the cutscene. But yeah, the music fits with this being the planet where the Jedi are.
Take that!
How'd you like that? Down you go!
Okay, down you go, and I pause it in the middle. Oh, she's fighting one up there. I didn't even see that one. Mission, why you gotta be running off on your own and almost dying? Come on. My force points aren't regenerating that much to be able to heal them a lot. If that's where you can use Return to Ebon Hawk, I guess. And that's what ends up being like the Return to Hideout I use on Terrace, of just, let's heal up. I guess let's show it. See, look, healed up. Oh, a cutscene came when I returned to the Ebon Hawk.
Is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace. Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff? I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat. Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
Yeah, Mission gets a little worked out when it comes to her brother.
Yeah, I know how she feels. Griff can be pretty frustrating. I guess that's why Mission didn't want to come with us when we left Terrace.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Maybe he thought you were better off on Terrace.
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
I'd like to hear Griff's side of things before I judge him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
It's like you to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Mission's gonna burn! Transit back. It's handy because then you can heal and then, yeah, the Cath Hounds are still dead and whatever. Boom, 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 boom. What is it running over there for? Some of the things are like the pathing for the AI is interesting. Nice. So I also want to show you the caves and stuff. I like the lore reason that they're strong in the Force, and that's the places where the lightsaber crystals are. Grove, yeah, we'll go in here. We'll do this one. Oh, this is going to be ages of just looking around, which isn't a bad thing, but for this I want to keep it moving a little bit more. Damn, there's a lot of them. Alright, what are you doing? Oh, that's why. We ticked off those as well. This will be interesting. Are we not dying? Wow, that's actually the build I picked, maybe because I'm a bit more knowledgeable about the stuff. It's working better. There. Well, I also don't have Bastila to cure us, so I could return to Urban Hawk and transit back, and you replenish all of your force points as well as your health when you do that. Just one of those things. Alright, I'm gonna save here for sure. Remains. And yes and no. Oh, okay. It got too close and triggered the cutscene. Mandalorian remains though. Oh boy. Stasis. I don't have any force powers like that yet, so I guess we're fighting her. Why am I missing so much? There we go, I hit a bit. Aha! I got the sun on her. Yes.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Who are you?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
It is mine. Why'd you put her hands on her hips? You embrace the dark side? Why?
When I slew my master, KotOR, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
So she's supposed to be a KotOR, which is why her speech sounds like there's a bits of purr to them and stuff. Even though the visuals is quite different. And I laugh at your pathetic attempt. Oh man, the dark side version is going to be so good. I'm not going to be the absolute murder hobo because I've done a playthrough like that, but I'm going to be the one where I just find out stuff and then insult them afterwards. It's going to be great.
Yes, I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I was sent I've decided to slay you and remove the taint. That's what he said. I was sent by the council to cleanse the taint from this
The
grove.
council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved?
Persuade. I have no desire to kill you, Jahani. Let's hope this works. Success.
I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
Come on now, Jahani. You're a beautiful young woman who has much talent.
I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
It's not your fault, Jahani. These persuade ones, this is the reason why I need persuade. I think I'd maxed it out and then it suddenly uncapped it. But it's like, this is why you need persuade, because some of these light-sided options need you to persuade people.
I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable.
Show them that you've freed yourself from this base passion. I'm gonna get the persuade route because it's the way that I think that you're meant to do it.
I should convince them that I am truly repentant. That I am willing to forsake the dark side. And maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done?
Of course it would. They would always accept you back. That's the ideal for the Jedi anyway.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
I wonder some things. So that is the trial done. And I'll return and do stuff. But I think in between, what we want to do is explore around. And like we see those figures in the distance. So I might, I don't know, I'm kind of keen on playing, but then also time, damn it, I need to do other things. Because when we go back, we'll have finished the trials and then be ready to do sort of the end part of this planet, at least for now.
How'd you like that?
Oh hey!
Ready?
Karth leveled up.
What?
So I might go over to a decent spot. Oh, this will be interesting. There's a fair few of them here. Come on, get that one with improved power blast because that's more powerful. Okay, we've ended up over here. And yeah, and so we beat Jahani. It does seem like compared to fighting Davik and all that, they definitely make it that, yes, you can hold your own a lot more now. But then also I'm a higher level now, so that happens at Mandalorian. Really, Karth? Alright, we're gonna do this then, I guess. Our first Mandalorians, and I was hoping to prepare better before starting it. Yeah, see, he's strong. I remember. Okay, journal entry added that the Mandalorians are strong. So this is a tougher battle. But we might just eke it out. Oh boy. We managed, but you can see how much more difficult the Mandalorians were compared to the Cathhounds. It's like, damn. Alright, Mandalorian data pad. Well, what am I doing? I know I've got concussion grenades and all that. Jarg went missing in Sector B, then Reza saw someone moving south of there. Take a couple of trips to find out who it is. If they look suspicious, terminate. My guess is that's a connection to them seeing Jahani. Oh, look at all of us holding our sides. First Mandalorians are taken care of, and now I'm getting distracted because I'm like, oh, I'm keen, I want to play more, but I need to stop. Strength amplifier, okay, hang on. Dexterity +1, strength +2. I think the strength will help, and then it'll give you dexterity. Actually, I could give mission dexterity, couldn't I? For twirling around stuff, and there's Mandalorian melee shields, so those are good. Obviously, for those melee interactions. I don't have any more implants, so I know. Alright. Make sure I got everything from the remains. Okay, it's empty. Transfer back. Boom. Make sure I don't leave myself with no health, just in case. So this Sundra grounds. Okay. I do want to find one part before I save, which I think is in here. It feels good to have a lightsaber. I will say that. Oh, okay, I'm gonna leave it here because this is not the part I was intending to find, but I've found this part and I remember what it is. So, there's a nice waterfall. Thank you guys for joining and watching. Hope you enjoyed this part, and we'll continue on Dantooine next time.